What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and I don't know, it's just surreal. I'm sitting here with the gigantic holy bible here. These are all of the season 2 updates and changes, and I've been real nervous. I even didn't sleep too well because this is the game we're gonna play now for the coming year. Granted, if anything here is super dumb, they'll do some hot patches and quick changes, you know, patch some dumb shit out, but most likely 90% of what I'm about to read we're gonna stick with, you know, and this is gonna show the overall direction of the game. Are they gonna nerf the S tiers? What happens to them? Are they buffing the low tiers? I have no clue. I've stayed completely spoiler free, which is fucking amazing. And I also know I'm 8 hours late to the party. The patch dropped 8 hours ago, but I had father duties to attend to. But now Willem is at school and I can just enjoy this. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to read exactly everything because this is really long. Let's just say it's long and hard. To address overly one-sided match dynamics, we've reduced chip damage across the board using heat. Okay, we know this. Reduced chip damage and heat dash on block does less damage. It's super good. Huge thumbs up. Moves that knock opponent back that can be teched. Quick backslide is now performed automatically. Oh, so they've nerfed those types of knockdowns. But that's a huge nerf to certain moves. Reduced risk when downstate, depending on the direction faced, attempting to get up could result in being launched. Oh my god, so you will be in... The way it's worked so far is that when you get up with your back towards the opponent, yeah, you can get relaunched because during half the animation you're in grounded state. But then during the latter half, before you can block, there's a ton of frames where you can get fully launched because you're in standing state. But now we've changed it so that you're in grounded position until the very last frame when you've recovered and you can block. That's a huge nerf to Oki. Huge nerf to Oki. If they've standardized quick backslide to function like quick recovery in terms of recovery timing, this is a huge nerf to Oki. You can now do a quick backslide even in a face down position. Okay, so Oki, holy shit, have they scuffed Oki. And again, Tekken 7 nerfed Oki so much compared to Tag 2. Like in Tag 2 and previous games, if you were on the ground and took a breath, you got relaunched. You couldn't do anything. But now it's like Tekken 7 nerfed Oki a lot. And now this is another like huge nerf to Oki. What is this? Oh, the kip up. Change the damage from 20 to 15. Did they nerf my kip up? This is my crutch. From 20 to 15 in damage. So it does significantly less damage. The frame advantage on block has been changed from -21. Oh my god! They nerfed the shit out of kip ups. Everyone was spamming the shit out of those kip ups. Holy shit, I like this. So they nerfed my Oki. You know, I'm a Kazuya main, so Oki is my thing, right? They nerfed the Oki a little bit, quite. Muskutek is dead, basically. But if you try to fucking kip now against me, you're fucking dead. I mean, you were always dead, but now you're super dead. It does 5 less damage. It went from launch punishable to super launch punishable. So if I block it now point blank, no, sorry, it's -13. If I block it from far away, now I get down back 1-2. You always get a 13 frame. And it's 5 frames slower recovery on whiff. Super slow motion sequences. AKA the movie 300. I need to rewatch that soon. Gerard Butler's finest hour. I mean, it's kind of garbage, but holy shit, is it entertaining. Mitigated an issue where certain attacks would whiff when a super slow motion effect occurred. You know, I actually know what this is. Maybe you've never seen it. You know, it's when we go like super slow-mo. We're about to hit each other. We're about to touch like this. And then for some reason, this weird effect happened where certain attacks, they would connect with the opponent, but they wouldn't hit. Instead, they would push the opponent back. Instead of hitting, it's so weird. They hit, but they doesn't turn into a hit. They just push the opponent back. And then the other opponent hits. It's the weirdest thing, but only happens in the slow-mo. I'm assuming it's gone now. Yeah. But super weird. But happened very rarely. In Season 2, Alisa has received balance adjustments primarily focused on the strength of her special stances, including destructive form. Okay, you haven't buffed destructive form. So that's the chainsaw stance, which is ridiculously stupid right now. Has no counterplay. If she's in heat, she kills you for blocking, just like Kuma does when he's in heat, using her chainsaw stance. But in general, lacks counterplay. Homing options are too strong. Low options too strong. Mid too strong. High too strong. No counterplay. Can't step, can't do anything. It's awful. New move during dual boot. Oh god, she has multiple new... Ooh, she has 6 new moves! What? Oh god. And you thought you had done enough labbing for like 5 lifetimes, you know, and it's like, check this shit. It's just insane how much they changed the characters in Tekken. Or with Tekken 8. The characters were almost unrecognizable going from 7 to 8. And now, is this the norm for this patch? But everyone gets... Does Kazuya have 8 new moves? Because I was thinking everyone gets 1 new attack. There's no point in looking at this. You need to lab it. Oh god, I see a lot of destructive form here, and arrows going down, meaning nerf. Thank god they did their fucking homework on this character. The startup of the attack has been changed. Oh, they made her down back 4 sweep unseeable. From 24 to 20. Reduced 3 frames of recovery time, changing the frame advantage on block from -17 to -14. Okay, so you make it unseeable and not launch punishable anymore. Okay. Now change the damage from 23 to 17. Big damage reduction. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. Oh, so they gave her a super juicy low poke. It's not gonna knock down. The behavior of the opponent counter hit has been changed. Don't tell me it's a counter hit launcher. I mean, they didn't give her a scourge, right? Yeah. Destructive form 1. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. That's the -9 on block, mid knockdown into follow-up dive. Does she not get the dive anymore? Habibi Abadi, good morning. It's great to see you, my friend. She doesn't get a follow-up anymore. That's such a dumb mid. I know most of you don't know, but it's a mid she does when she's in destructive form, but safe on block at -9. But if it hits you, you're knocked down, and she gets a guaranteed that huge Psycho Crusher dive where she saws you in the ground. That would also floor break, if there was a floor to break. Unbelievably dumb. Destructive form forward 1, so that's the high poke. Modified with chip damage on block from 10 to 7 when in heat state. It's actually unbelievable it even did 10, to be honest. So 7, okay. Destructive form 4-2-1-2. That's the dashable attack, right? Yeah, she heat dashes out of that. Modified with chip damage on block from 21 to 14. It used to do 21. During destructive form, down 1. So that's the low poke. Change the damage distribution from 3-3-3-3-8 to 3-3-5. The opponent's recovery time on blocking has been reduced by 1 frame, and the advantage on block has been changed from... I can twin piston this fucking bitch now. The low is not -12, but it's -13. I can twin piston her now. And if she goes for the other low, which is homing, down 2, I can twin piston that too. So now in destructive form, any low I block from this bitch, this android fucking bitch, I can twin piston. She's still really fucking strong though, and I have no clue what these 8 new moves do. So, very unclear. Very unclear. Asuka definitely needs buffs. I have no clue what Gusto Schmusto is, so we see only buffs. We see only buffs as far as I can see. Expected. Except for forward 1+2 no longer being a heat engager. But still a safe power crush that wall splats. Okay, so she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new attacks. The problem is, you know, you can look at the patch notes and try and get a sense of where the balance is going. But if every character has like 5 new attacks, 5 to 8 new attacks, you have no clue. Gotta lab those moves. 2, 3, change the damage from... That's her 10 frame punish. Change the damage from 16 to 20. That's... No, oh, I'm so stupid. That's her 12 frame, right? I'm an idiot. I remember. 12 frame has been buffed. Okay. Down 2, change the damage. That's a mid check, right? Change the damage from 18 to 20. The opponent's behavior on hits has been altered to induce wall stun. That's gonna wall splat! Her down 2 is gonna wall splat! Naniva Gusto. Up 1+2. Change the damage from 24 to 33. Oh god. How much combo damage does she have now? Chip damage unblocked from 9 to 16! I thought we were gonna do less chip now! I'm playing some June now. I really like June. She's a cool character. Asuka, I've never bothered to even look at her Tekken 8 move list, I think. I just don't give a shit. And I so rarely play against her. But looks good, though. Azucena, we know they're yet again buffing Libertador, her stance. No longer a heat engager, forward 1+2. Ave Maria, Saccabadia. Okay, that is amazing. While running 3-2 into Libertador is obviously a nice buffares. Yeah, café. While rising 4-1, hold forward, now transitions to Libertador. Oh, so that's also a new move. Hold forward. They really skipped out. They didn't use a whole lot of budget on you Azucena guys. All 2 of ya. Your new moves are hold forward and go into Libertador. Yeah, we didn't want to, you know, use money on animators making new attacks. Fuck you guys. To be honest, I have no clue. No one plays these characters. I've played 2 Azucenas like the last few months. Every time I legit saw new things. And we've been playing this game now for, I mean, how many months have we been playing? 14 months, right? I played against an Azucena. He used some heat spinning attack. I was just like, what is this? And I have like 1,000 people in my chat. And one guy is like, oh, that is UFO disco. And then another match, I see an Azucena do a huge combo. It lasts forever, involving like low kicks. And I'm just like, holy shit. She has huge wall travel. She has huge damage. It just dawned upon you yet again how this game is so vast, so complicated that even the most basic things on certain characters, you don't know about them because no one fucking plays those characters. It doesn't matter if you do 8 hours per day like me for 14 months. You'll still see something new almost every day. Holy changes on Azucena. But also they have to do something as well to compensate for the fact that forward 1+2 Power Crush Heat Engager was nerfed. If you've ever played on Azucena, that's half the attacks they do. Is Power Crush, Power Crush, Power Crush. So now what are they gonna do now? So hence the buffs. But you can tell they really want her to work. Okay, our first like giga tier character. So the most hated character in Tekken 8. I mean, he's one of my mains. I love Bryan, but as I always said, they have to tone down Incinerator, Requiem, and Cannonball. They all need to come down. But I love Bryan, and I'd much rather play 100 Bryans in a row than even 1 Kuma. But I'm expecting nerfs on Bryan. He needs to be toned down. He has 2 new Snake Eyes options! What's gonna be worse than Incinerator? It's a strong mid-attack that allows Bryan to act first even when blocked. It is plus! Okay, that's great! During Snake Eyes, while crouching, down for 3 is a powerful low attack. You know, I was joking that we were gonna give him a hell sweep. Guys, Panda and I was just fucking joking. I was joking. I swear to God, I was joking. Oh, so they want you to Requiem someone in the ballsack. And then Heat Engager into crouch, which you can do now in Season 2. And now he's threatening at 50-50. I swear to God, if that low knocks down, like, you are in hell. But again, we're gonna see what happens with the other stuff. He can do down 2 into a crouch now. Down 2 was already his best mid-check. Well, tied with down for the 1. Granted, I've not seen these options, but Bryan was never much of a mix character, in my opinion. He was a space control character and a timing-based character. So he controls the 3D space, and he's very safe, if he wants to be safe, and he challenges the opponent proactively with, like, counter hits. So counter hitting defensive style, but also offensive counter hits, like back one that build momentum, and cannonball, which was a problem, you know, core circle back one. Again, I'm hoping it's received a nerf. But so they're giving him mix utility and full crouch mix utility. This to me does not sound like Bryan. He has a new power crush as well. Has improved Bryan's overall ease of use. This character is not about ease of use. Again, I don't like what I'm reading so far. Okay, 4-1+2. So that's the old power crush. Removed power crush properties. Recovery time reduced by 1 frame. Okay. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been increased by 9 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from -9 to +1. Well, okay, it doesn't sound groundbreaking to me, to say the least. Now deals chip damage on block. The attack hitbox has been reduced to mitigate via. Okay. Snake Eyes, 4-1+2. That's the parry. The behavior opponent on hit has been changed. Increased damage from 20 to 30. This move is very strong. The behavior on the hit has been changed. It can't wall splat anymore, I guess. The behavior of the attack on counter hit has been altered to allow for follow-up attacks. 4-3-4. So the last hit is gonna counter hit into a guaranteed follow-up attack. In Tekken 7, this actually gives a jet upper if he does 4-3-4, but you gotta hold forward as well. Then boom, it's a high. Counter hit, you get a jet upper. But so here he's gonna get a follow-up attack. But this is 4-3-4, so it's the mid. 4-3-4 hold, same thing. Oh, aerial combo potential. Oh, did they give him a tailspin? It's a countered launcher. Okay, okay. I feel like they would say, but it now launches on counter hit. But okay, we just mean. Down 2 goes into crouch. We read this. While crouching, down forward 4, the behavior of the opponent on counter hit has been altered to allow for follow-up attacks. So Northern Cross, once again, is... it's not a counter hit launcher, but it's going to knock down for a follow-up. Adjusted punch parry behavior after successful parry. Only Steve was able to evade attacks by swaying. He can punch parry Steve now. Oi, 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 oi. Steve used to be like his worst matchup, so it's still not a great matchup, but this certainly makes it easier. Especially getting a full crouch low is going to be great against Steve. Cannonball. Okay, so here we go. The behavior of opponent on hit has been changed. That's it! No nerfing the frames. So it's still a counter hit launcher that's +5. So it does not knock down into a guaranteed follow-up, I assume. It goes, ugh. That's what I assume. It knocks down, but you get a back roll. Okay. That is a big nerf to the move. But it won't stop it from being an amazing fucking button. It's amazing. Requiem. Reduce tracking against sidestepping by adjusting the attack startup from 15 to 16 to 15. Okay, so instead of having 2 active frames on Requiem, it has 1 active frame where it connects. 1 frame. And that is supposed to reduce the tracking against sidestepping. Okay, so apparently the 2 active frames was the reason it tracked so well. I'm assuming Requiem has lost a lot of tracking. And that is obviously amazing news. I need to test it, but it sounds very good because Requiem should not track. But so it will still remain safe on block. One of those things had to go. Either it's unsafe on block or the tracking goes. That's just it. During Snake Eyes, 4-2-1-2, so this is the Incinerator. Reduced the tracking of a third hit, but only when the second hit whiffs, mitigating instances where it would unexpectedly track the opponent's mid-sequence. Okay. I read, like, what, 70% of Bryan's changes, and I'm like, are they fucking buffing him? But here we go. So, Cannonball no longer gives anything on hit. No follow-ups. Requiem is no longer a secret homing button. Downback 1+2 is no longer a secret homing. Incinerator is not gonna track you now. 180 on the third hit. So status of Bryan, some very healthy nerfs. But again, the new moves sound strong. The buffs to his Snake Eyes reversal is strong. He has a 12 frame punish. He has a full crouch mix-up. I need to test all of this. Very good nerfs, but could still very well be a fucking monster. And there are no nerfs to his combos here. It's quite the opposite. 1+2-1 as more reliability, it seems, on the wall. So he is still going to kill you. His 4-1 is 30 damage into +8 sway. Okay, so that's a huge buff, as expected, gigantic buff to his punishment. Yeah. A new move, blah, 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 Stardust, Pasta Bolognese, Pizza, Colosseum in Rome, Pisa, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Okay, great. That's so childish. I just did all the Italian stuff I could come up with. Bappity boopy. Down for 2 Grand Starburst on counter it. Who gives a shit? I just want to see where's his DP? We're just gonna go for the key stuff. Down back 1+2. Added crouching status, expanded the hurt box. What? Added crouching status to Claudio. So he has true high crush now. Expanded the hurt box, alleviating situations where certain attacks would whiff. So they mean you will more consistently check him with mids now when he does it. Starburst while running 1+2. Chip damage on block from... Wait. Claudio's while running 1+2, his Superman punch, does 22 damage on block now. Best character in the game. He takes your health bar with highs, but are heavy plus on block. And now in heat, he has a high, but does 22 damage on block. That he can mix with a DP, which is the best mid in the game. Or back 1, which is also the best mid in the game. My god, this is a joke so far. Back 1. Oh, did they nerf back 1? The distance between the player and the opponent on block has been increased. Increased recovery time by 3 frames, adjusting the frame advantage on block from -5 to -8. Change the damage from 25 to 17. At the wall, -8 with more pushback, so he'll have a harder time setting up power crush stupidity or stuff like that. The damage nerf is very welcome, but that's actually 8 points less. 8 points less of damage. That is pretty significant. Down back 3 is unseeable now. Change the damage from 23 to 17. The behavior of the opponent on counter hit has been changed. What happens now on counter hit? Does it not knock down anymore? Or Starburst DP is nerfed. Same changes as normal DP, but it went from -2 to -9. So this is something I requested. At least make it -9. Exactly as I requested. Okay. He loses his turn now. Back 1 and DP got nerfed. So okay. That is very good. That is very good. But they gave some worrying buffs. Like, especially his while running 1+2, 22 damage on block. That almost sounds like something that you need to patch out. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous. Clive. Clive is a very, very strong character. Especially in heat. The new move, core circle forward. He has a core circle forward move now. Exceptionally long reach and can pull the opponent forward when it hits or is blocked from a certain distance. Okay. A mid-range character, you know, Titan. Mid-range. and prominence back to. Like, he controls space really well. The new move for 1+2 has long reach and is easy to use. On counter hit, it transitions into a throw, allowing Clive to deal significant damage. Okay. Even when blocked, Clive can move first. It has a forward dash, so this is a long reach. Yeah, long reach. Counter hit utility move that goes into a throw and has plus frames. That does not sound fun in terms of dealing with Clive, because back 2 is batshit crazy. So, are you gonna go up against forward 1+2 back to Clive? Like, sounds like torture. Opponent's behavior on hit has been altered to induce wall stun. Forward 2 wall splat, so it's a demon paw now. It used to go, but so now it's a knockdown wall splat. The startup of attacks has been changed from 21 to 19. 2 frames faster. It felt very sluggish. Expanded the hitbox down forward, increasing the attack's reach. Oh god, the tracking ability has been enhanced. My god, guys, I can't see a nerf to his heat strings. Oh god, Clive is gonna be... Oh god, he's gonna be gonorrhea. 1+2. Change the damage from 24 to 21. So 1+2 is still a 13 frame demon breath. Basically, that's safe on block. Heat engager. It does 3 damage less, but it's still an amazing button. I didn't miss anything, right? Clive is top 5. I mean, I don't know what's happened to the other characters, but Clive is a god. Devil Jin. Okay, here we go. So this is Hell Sweep into Tormentor, that we saw in hit. Back for 2-3, can now go into Morning Crow. We saw this, and it knocks down. Knocks down and wall splats. So that's very strong. The advantage on block has been changed from -9 to -5. That's very nice. Can still get ducked though, so it's risky. He can do Morning Crow Heat Smash multiple times now, the throw. Down for 2, adjusted tracking. Okay, so that will now counter people stepping him to the right. That's good for Devil Jin. People like stepping him right. He can down for 2 to shut that down. CD4-4 Hell Sweep increased the opponent's recovery time on hit by 3 frames, so it's +7 now if you do CD4-4. That's very good for Devil Jin. CD1+2, the behavior of the opponent on... This is more significant because it's mid, right? But any buffs to his mids are major. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been altered to allow for follow-up attacks. Oh, so a normal hit now, it will knock down into a follow-up attack. It used to do this on counter hits, but so now normal hit, I'm assuming it will have a counter hit effect where they spin down to the ground and he gets like a CD3. This is more aligned with like Tekken 7 Devil Jin, right? Who would upward 4 into Steel Pedal. The opponent's recovery time on blocking has been increased by 4 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from -9 to -5. So this is obviously a significant buff to Devil Jin. You gotta remember, this is a crouch dash attack. This is not a neutral state attack. And it's also like 26, 27 frame startup. So back 1+2, the opponent's recovery time on blocking has been increased. So that's the overhead slap. The opponent's recovery time on blocking has been increased by 4 frames, and the advantage on block... Oh man, they made it +3. They nerfed the chip. The chip goes from 6 to 4. But that's super good for him. That's super good for him. He's certainly a stronger character, but his problems remain, I think. There's no overbuffing here, I think. Dragunov strike moves, such a blah, 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 blah. You know what, let's just read the changes. While rising 1+2, so that's his 12 frame shoulder. The crouch throw is no longer a heat engager. Instead, while rising 1+2, it was changed to a heat engager. Okay. They buffed the damage of it. Crouch throw does 5 more damage. New move, Frozen Scythe. During pigeon roll. Okay. Oh, that's so cool if they incentivize you to use the roll more. It's so sick. You can pigeon roll from down for 1 and 2-1. This sounds cool. This sounds really cool, to be honest. Back 3-4 now transitions into a throw on frontal hit. That's the sweeping kick, right? Holy shit! Now transitions into a throw with back 3-4 on block. Perfect input. So he has a slow ass kick, that's sweeping kick, If it connects on block with perfect input, he gets a throw. So he has a fucking mistrap. And in heat, he can just mash it out. That's kind of cool, though. But holy shit! How do you make that balanced? By making it perfect, I guess. Frame perfect. This is either the best changes ever on Dragunov with the pigeon shit roll and Hitman throw, but, you know, we'll see. Down forward free, forward free. On close range frontal hit. This must have been changed to a recoverable gauge extinguisher move. Oh! He removes your recoverable health with a down forward free when it transitions into throw. Oh, that's kind of juicy for Mr. Dragunov. During sidestep 2-3, on hit, this move has been changed to a recoverable gauge extinguisher move. This also transitions into a throw. This move is crazy now. Das ist crazy. Attacken darfen schnaffen. Back 1+2. The behavior of opponent on hit has been changed. Does it no longer knock down into a follow-up? You get a crouch throw. Are you fucking joking? He hits you with back 1+2 and you kneel in front of him and go. And he inserts a crouch throw into your mouth. That does 35 damage. Slide. Now transitions into a throw on aerial hit. Oh, that's gonna look cool though. When he ends a combo and he slides into you and does that throw. It's gonna look cool, but yeah. Kurosoko back 2, it's his backswing blow. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. Does his backswing blow no longer launch? Back 4-3, the opponent's behavior when using heat dash on hit has been changed. Aerial combos are no longer possible. Oh, back 4-3 doesn't launch anymore. It gives a knockdown into follow-up. Well, that's good. I see a lot of really good changes here, but I also see absolutely Hitman throw sounds cool. The pigeon roll stuff sounds super cool. It's going to be more exciting watching Dragunov in action. But also a little bit of problematic stuff, like how strong is that Hitman throw going to be? Back 1+2 on hit into crouch throw sounds kind of dumb, if you ask me. Looks pretty good, though. Looks pretty good. Eddy, I almost want to skip this one. Yeah, and I can't even comment on this because they're buffing moves people don't use. Tekken 8 Eddy remains a mystery to me. I see him way too seldom. And all his moves look alike, to be honest. It just all looks the same, and I miss Tekken 7 Eddy. Feng Wei. I don't want to see any combo buffs. That's the only thing that's holding this dude back from being legit, like, top one. While rising 1-3, change to a heat engager. Oh, so he has a 13 frame while standing punish. Now it's a heat engager. Okay. Back facing opponent 2. The opponent's recovery time on block has been increased by 4 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from -13 to safe. Removed. It's no longer a power crush. Okay, but it's a safe mid check from back turned. Okay. Adjust the opponent's behavior on grounded hit from heat dash. It's yet again a fucking launcher. Unless I'm dumb, he now yet again has a launching 50-50, right, from back turn when he's in heat. New move, new move, new move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, these are transitions. Kurosoko forward 1, so that's his low, counter hit launcher. It's faster. Okay, so it's neutral on hit. Is it no longer a counter hit launcher? I'm assuming it gives a follow-up attack. Kurosoko forward 2, started by attack has been changed from 20 through. Okay, that's also faster. So his Kurosoko forward attacks are just faster. Mixing with that. Here are nerfs, thank God. Back 4, that's his homing 12 frame. Mid, added 2 frames of recovery time, changed the frame advantage on hit from +4 to +2. The opponent's recovery time when... They made it unsafe! Huge nerf. So that was his, you know, -9. So safe on block, 12 frame mid homing. Huge nerf. Back 3, that's jet thrust knee. The opponent's recovery time on block has been reduced by 2 frames. So it's no longer +6 on block, it's +4. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. I mean, these are nerfs. Up for 3, the opponent's recovery time on blocking has been... It goes from -1 on block to -7. While rising 2, the opponent's behavior on hit has been altered to not induce wall stun. Wall stunning 2 no longer wall splats. I mean, okay, so big nerfs to Feng. Big nerfs. Heihachi Mishima. While running 1+2 is a new move, Roaring Stonehead. Is he gonna run into a headbutt? That's the most Heihachi thing I've ever heard. Please be a running headbutt. It's the best. Ultimate Heihachi can now be performed during Wing God Kame 1+4 while at ultimate count 3. Does this mean he can transition to ultimate Heihachi while in that stance? So you do like 1 back 2 and transform. 1 to 4 hold. Wailing Demon Otokogeri can now be enhanced by holding the input. Oh, you can hold his 4 kick on 1 to 4. Interesting. That's interesting. Standing 4 can be held. Oh god, is that gonna be new max damage at the wall? You wall splat with 1-1-2, and when you hold, you charge the 4, and then boom. This was already used to track people who stepped him towards, who stepped right against Heihachi. But do they mean this is gonna track well to the left as well? I don't know. Back 3-2, the behavior of the opponent on hits has changed. Back 3-2. Oh, that's his homing. Close range homing. Will that give a guaranteed follow-up or something? Warrior Instinct 1+2, change the oh, did they nerf? Hoorah! They nerfed Warrior 1+2. 3 less damage. Okay. Down for 1 to hold, perfect input. Adjusted health recovery on hit. Oh, he gets no health back. They nerfed Estus. On Rashomon and down for 1 2, they nerfed his Estus. That sucks. I mean, a lot of stuff sounds promising. And also the heat, the running move I need to see. I mean, I need to see this in action. So good things and then bad things for Heihachi. Kind of boring nerfing Estus, you know, it was a very unique thing. Hwoarang. Very slept on character. Best heat in the game. Okay, we have buffs and we have nerfs. How many new moves? 5 new moves. And these are legit new attacks, as you can see. These are not transitions. These are 5 new moves. Okay. Right stance, back 2, now deals chip damage on block. That's already a very good mid, you know, plus frames. Chip damage as well now. Standing 2, the combo damage scaling after counter has been adjusted to 70%. Okay, so his 10 frame counter launcher now in heat has heavy scaling. Very warranted. That was a 10 frame counter launcher, you know, from a right jab. While rising, while standing 4-4, they nerfed the damage. They increased the opponent's recovery time on block by 3, increased the recovery time on whiff by 3. Okay, worse on whiff. It's -9 on block now while standing 4-4. This was too easily used, you know, for pressure. Right stance, down for 3. Chip damage on block has been removed. Long range mid jumping, +1 on block. Heat engager, right, homing. Chip damage, no chip damage on block. But good changes, especially the 10 frame counter launcher. But let's just do Jack quickly here. How many new moves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have no clue. To be honest, I have no clue. Jack has become Lars with mix-ups on block. So he just does stance rushdown mix-ups, but that's pretty much like before in my opinion. An insane combo damage. I'm gonna skip Jack, to be honest. There is so many moves here. Again, I'm not that well acquainted with Tekken 8 Jack. No one plays him. Okay, but so increased combo damage, and then they are stressing Gamma Howl mix-ups more. They really want to focus on stances. You know, you see this with Azucena's Libertador. You see this with Victor's Lai stance. Reina has 55 stances. And again, Jack was reworked to be more stance rushdown. So we're doubling down on it. Jin obviously is one of my most hated characters in Tekken 8 Season 1. If not the most hated. I just can't stand character running around with flawless god buttons in every single situation. It's really, really painful to play against. The threat of his heat smash just led to situations where he would just kill you, specifically at the wall. He would just chip you down with Zen fly kicks, dive kicks. Unbelievably unfun gameplay. During heat, forward 1+2, awakened black wing. Not emo enough. Transitions into double step on hit or block. Cancel, but oh, this is a new move. This is a mid that's +5 on block. Okay. While crouching down forward 4, while crouching down forward 4, now transitions to Zenshin. That's his full crouch sweep. God, there's so many changes on Jin. It's fucking insane. Back forward 2, adjusted the tracking performance. Okay, more tracking on back forward 2. They want you to check more in the neutral with back forward 2-1 or back forward 2-3. CD1. Oh, it got a perfect, just like a perfect electric, it has dual inputs. You can skip down now as well. Okay? Did we give him a perfect electric? They gave him a perfect electric, legit. So now whenever you're -14 against a super good Jin, or just a dumbass with a hitbox, he could take your head off, realistically. Okay. Change the damage from 24 to 25. More damage. The behavior on landing a down hit has been modified. But if you dive kick someone who's grounded, I'm assuming, is it gonna stagger for a scourge or something? Did dive kick warrant buffs? Oh, this is his Omen Hell Sweep, isn't it? The opponent's recovery time on block has been increased by 2 frames. All right, it goes from -16 launch punishable to -14. I mean, people didn't really use Omen that much anyway, but of course now he has forward 1+2 into Omen. 2-4, change the opponent's behavior on aerial hit to strong tailspin to increase for it. So it's 2-4, 10 frame punish is a tailspin. Recovery time increased by 4 frames, resulting in changes from a frame advantage of -9 to -13 on block. It's -13 on block. Blue ranks use this to check in the neutral. Good players don't. So that doesn't mean anything. This one, however, certainly means something. So now 2-4 as a punish is +7 on hit now instead of +11. So that's a nerf. The hitbox around the main body and the cock has been expanded, considering Jin's cock is so small. This was to alleviate issues of whiffing at close range. Did this move ever whiff? Jin is certainly nerfed in the low department, but thank God, because now he goes back to a character that has a low for different purposes. He has a toolkit of lows instead of Muscourge, right? So this is great for Jin, but bad for blue ranked Jin players and certain god ranked Jin players who played 2-1-4, 2-1-4, Scourge, 2-1-4, up for 2, up for 2, up for 2. Those guys have a problem, yes. His heat smash reduced the distance between characters on... this is a big one. Reduced the distance between characters on hit, making it less likely to trigger wall splat from long range. So on hit now, he doesn't kick you to Africa. Now he'll kick you to Italy instead. 2-1-4. The forward movement of a second attack has been reduced, resulting in shorter reach. Oh, shorter reach on the 1. Okay. Increased the recovery time of a third hit by 1 frame, resulting in -10 on block. Reduced the distance between characters when the third hit is blocked or lands. Okay, no pushback on the last kick, you know, and it's -10. And the 1 has shorter reach. Very good. Back 2, the hitbox has been reduced. Does it have shorter reach, or will it not have the depth it has in terms of hitting far down as well? Okay, interesting. Up for 2, the opponent's recovery time, it's -10 now. From -7 to -10, very good. He falls in line with everyone else. He was the only one now after Feng was nerfed to have something like this. Increased recovery time on whiff as well by 3 frames. Big nerfs. So they buffed dive kick. Gave him a perfect electric. Tried to give him more heat utility with forward 1+2, but then it's basically big nerfs. So Jin is a much more interesting character now, I think. June. I like this because I've just become a June player. Love June. She is fun to play. Kazama Essence, a new enhancement feature called Kazama Essence. So it's an install. Accumulated by landing or blocking specific moves. Or by activating heat. So that's like Heihachi. When Kazama Essence reaches its maximum value, certain moves will be enhanced. Like Lidia's Heaven and Earth level, Kazama Essence accumulation does not reset at the end of a round. So so this is a transition from 441+2, which is her plus frame, her very heavy mid, where she double palms, and it's like what, +6, 7 on block, like very plus. So now she can do it into both of her stances. Miara and Genjitsu. She can access both stances from that. Holy shit, that is interesting. Okay, she gets Kazama Essence using all of these moves. So basically her entire move list. Izumo 41+2. I'm even unsure what move we're referring to here. 1-2-2. Oh, that's a natural now. Wait, is 1-2-2 fully natural? Is 1-2-2 fully natural now? Because that's huge if it is. Oh, here we go. I'm so sorry. It's here. It's during heat and Genjitsu. You now do 1+2, and it used to be below heat smash from Genjitsu stance. It would end heat, but now it consumes 450 heat. Kazama Essence now accumulates on hit and block. The damage for the second hit has been decreased with 5 points. Reduced the opponent's recovery time on guard. It's -14 instead of -12. Reduced recoverable gauge. And it can now be low parried, right? I assume. Reduced recoverable gauge. Restoration on hit. Okay, but that's the big buff. I mean, there are other buffs here, but that's a big one. We are now gonna do Kazuya Mishima. And now, yeah. This is where I'm like, don't fuck my character. Don't fuck my goddamn character. And I'm gonna get more coffee. A new move has been added that extends the duration of his heat state. So he's also getting something like, for example, Lili and King, allowing him to wield his devil powers for a longer period. A happy time for Kazuya and his opponent. Along with other various adjustments, in Season 1, during Sidestep 1+2, had limited usefulness. Yeah, no one used that. To improve this, it has been changed to a homing attack and now allows Kazuya to transition to Wind Godstep. Wait, Sidestep 1+2 homing, plus frames, and he goes into wave. So he can set up 50-50s with it. It's still quite slow, and you need to be so close to set it up. Additionally, the new move during Sidestep 4-1. Oh no! Did they give him back the tag 2 back for 1? Sidestep 4-1, which triggers. He got a tailspin! They actually gave him a tailspin! I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding, but like with the change to Patricide Fist, Kazuya already got like pretty scary combos. A new move during Devil form, upward 1 free, along with other Devil. So that's the new Devil move, upward 1 free, along with other Devil-powered aura attacks now extend the duration of heat state on hit. This adjustment allows Kazuya to maintain his Devil form for a longer period, reinforcing his signature ability to control his demonic strength at will. My god, what a Giga Chad. I know I speak for the entire community when I say we all respect Kazuya so much, and the character can't get enough buffs. We all agree. During Sidestep 1+2, it transitions to Wind God Step. The behavior opponent on hit has been changed. So I'm assuming it does not knock down anymore. It gave a guaranteed steel pedal before. Now deals chip damage on block, changed to a homing attack. Chip damage on block, changed to a homing attack. But it was pretty much homing before. During Devil form, damage free for the Stomp. The Stomp deals 10 chip damage now. Yes. Yes. I feel like this was probably implemented before I sort of, discovered that there's a lot of utility with this move. But nice. Very nice. During Devil form, Heaven's Gate adjusted the strike throw on hit to restore 30 he gets some heat back when he does Heaven's Gate. This also guarantees, I think, that when you do that, you'll always be able to threaten the laser or Devil Fist mix-up. Okay, so far, I gotta say, I was like, I didn't expect buffs. Downward 4-4. They made it neutral. His tsunami is neutral. His flash punch, the damage for the third hit has been decreased from 12 to 14. I'm assuming they worded this incorrectly. So flash punch does 2 more damage. Huge buff. Adjusted the spacing when the first hit is blocked near a wall, reducing instances where the second hit would whiff. They buffed flash punch. Hell sweep, normal hell sweep. Reduced the hitbox of a second hit, mitigating instances where the attack would unintentionally hit the opponent's position behind you. I mean, that makes sense. Downward 1, downward 2. Change the opponent's behavior on block, reducing the distance to the opponent. Whatever. Free 1. Adjusted the input window for Wind God Step, allowing it to be performed 5 frames earlier. So easier input on free 1. Wind God. Or Step. Holy buffs, though. Holy fucking buffs. But he has a tailspin now. This dude already hit fucking hard. He didn't need a tailspin. But again, I don't know how much this is going to help the combos. But it's going to help combos no matter what, I think. The new devil move I haven't seen. Gets heat back. Sidestep 1+2. Shuts down stepping. But again, it's very risky. I'd probably do back 4 anyway, to be honest. Flash punch, more damage. Tsunami is neutral on hit now. I mean, I need to see it in action, but my god. This is the strongest Kazuya probably ever. Okay, so King, Tekken Talk Live, we know we are getting the promised King. But now you hear the boss music. It's time for phase 2. And it's promised Consort King. He is promised to Leo Kleisen. Leo is hanging on his back. Auf tits, auf tits. If there are no more nerfs to, for example, Downward 2, I can't abide by this character anymore. It's going to be total cancer. I cannot see Downward 2 mentioned. Oh my god, they didn't touch Downward 2-1. Giant Swing is homing in heat. Shining Wizard homing in heat. This is a true 50-50. If a King player is good enough, he can mask it completely. You don't know. And now you can't sidestep it. Forward 2 has a bigger hitbox. Okay. Jaguar Heat and Jaguar Sprint 2. The behavior opponent on hit has been changed. But that's a hard knockdown now, right? Into guaranteed follow-up. Ali Kick. Reduced recovery time for adjusting frame of dodge on block. But still launch punishable. Ali Kick. Okay, -9. Adjusted so... Oh, it's no longer a natural. So they nerfed Ali Kicks. Okay. So that's good for intermediates, I guess. So this is muscle armor. So this is this is probably his most defining Tekken 8 mechanic. Now transitions into Jaguar Sprint by inputting 3-4 after a hit. He can go into Jaguar Sprint. Adjusted the opponent's behavior when hitting after heat state ends. Changing frame advantage on hit. His frame advantage goes from +8 to +35. Do they mean if you connect this and he's not in heat? I don't get it. Increased the distance to the opponent on hit. Okay. Muscle armor has increased recovery time, yes, by 10 frames on whiff. Adjusted the damage scaling when absorbing an opponent's attack from 50 to 100. So those are big nerfs to muscle armor. Giant Swing, adjusted the damage when the opponent does not perform an Akemi. Oh my god, they nerfed Giant Swing for the first time ever. If you don't tech the Giant Swing now, it only does 50 damage and not 65. To be honest, you know, in competitive play and in high level play, people will always tech this. This was pretty cancerous in Tekken 7 actually. In the vanilla version of Tekken 7, Season 1, King's Giant Swing was frame perfect for tech. but then they changed it to 2 frames, which is how it currently works. But it was so hard to tech, it was cancerous. So muscle armor got nerfed. That's one of the, the big components of Tekken 8 King. But the poking seems the same, and down 4-1 is not even mentioned here. So unless there was a shadow nerf that's not mentioned here, that is still arguably the best counter hit launcher in the game. And then when he goes into heat now, it's promised Consort King. What is stopping him from just popping his heat any way he can and just threatening you with these homing throws? So you're gonna have to duck, but then you know what his mids are like. Yeah, it's just not fun. Not fun. Kuma Panda. Okay, I really gotta step up the pacing here. Is this still a power crush back one? No longer a heat. It's not right. No, sorry, it's no longer a heat engager. Huge nerf. Huge nerf. This is the best heat smash in the game, by the way. It's not +10 on block anymore. Oh, it's no longer homing. Kuma's heat smash is no longer a +10 homing. Well, that's good fucking news. Electric. The distance between the player and the opponent on block has been increased. The consumption of remaining heat has been changed from 120 to 180. Okay. Thank you. You're not stuck in a loop anymore. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, I'm bored now. Goodbye, Kuma. Lars. Oh my god. Oh my god. Being nerfed is down for the 1. 12 damage instead of 14. It's pretty big. Okay, thank you. Law 4-3 is no longer a power crush, but safe instead. Back 1-2-2. Only when the second hit lands, the tracking of third hit has been improved to mitigate it. The input window of a second hit has been shortened by 4 frames. Oh, so you can delay it less. The input window for third hit has been shortened. This shortened by 7 frames. Oh, you can't hit confirm this shit anymore and counter it. That's what I assume this is. That's a big nerf. During Dragon Charge 4-1, a powered up version cannot be performed with perfect input. Oh, so a blue spark one. The recovery frame has been increased by 1 frame. They made this unsafe. DSS forward 1 is unsafe now. That's a huge nerf. Change to recover remaining heat time. He gets heat back using his nunchuck. Charged heat timer consumption on block or whiff. But it takes more heat to use it. What? But if he hits, or he needs to hit to get heat back. So while nunchuck is still super strong. Reduced the distance to the opponent on block. Okay, so nunchuck in neutral, -13, less pushback. Beautiful. While rising 4, reduced the opponent's recovery time on hit by 3 frames. Okay, +4 instead of +7. So he gets less frames when he DSSs from while standing 4. Slide. I mean, DSS forward 1 is the biggest nerf I see here. And slide does less damage. Nunchuck 1+2 was also a pretty big nerf. But outside of that, it's not too bad for Law, I think. Lee, this is interesting. He's probably getting big buffs. Hitman 111 is a heat engager. Okay, that's pretty big. Hitman up 3, change the damage from 24 to 32. That's no longer a heat engager, but hits really hard now. Down for 3-3, change to a heat. That's a heat engager now. Down for 3-3 is a counter hit string, right? Third hit is no longer launch punishable. It's -14. But if he stops at 2 hits, he is no longer safe. He's unsafe at -10. Both down for 3-3 and Hitman 111 launch in heat. Okay. But again, 111, okay, 111 is a launcher in heat. That's super scary now. Super scary. But you have to press into him, and it's from stance. Blazing Kick has had the same notation since the dawn of time, and is now a core circle forward 4. The behavior on landing a downed hit has been modified. Will it no longer pancake flip? Slide. Is +5 on hit. Okay. Back free. The hitbox has been expanded, reducing the occurrence of some moves whiffing at close range. Change the damage from 912 to 99. Oh, that's a huge nerf. The risk reward on Lee's back free was already really bad, and now like it does 18 damage now. What the fuck is Hitman up for? Yeah, this is the tornado kick. It's just that I always input up forward for. It's +5 on block now. Also, God, he builds insane momentum now in Hitman with that. Change the opponent's state on counter hit from crouching to standing. Now deals chip damage on block. While standing 2 free, adjust the opponent's behavior. Oh. While standing 2 free is now a launcher without heat burst. Am I interpreting this incorrectly? It's now a launcher without heat, but you're also -14 now on block. So you're gonna get jet upbird by Bryan. Back 4, change the damage from 20. They nerfed back 4 damage. Forward for 3, change the damage. They nerfed forward for 3 damage. I mean, there are nerfs, but overall giga buffed. Like forward for 2, 5 frames faster, and his full crouch low +3 now. Hitman 111 heat engager and launcher. You're gonna be very careful ever challenging Hitman now. And now he can do his tornado kick in Hitman to get +5. So Hitman is much scarier now. That was already a pretty scary stance, to be honest. So huge buffs for Lee. But I'm glad that they didn't give him a stupid low. That's what I was fearing the most, a dumb low. Instead, we actually nerfed the back free. Sorry guys, my throat hurts. I've just been reading now for hours, so I'm not gonna even pretend to be interested in Auf tits. Sorry. Leroy, I'm just gonna see if we see any key attacks mentioned. Hermit 1, size of 4. Oh, that's a huge nerf. That's his, chip, super plus on block high. But now it's 5 frames worse on whiff. So if he gets called out and ducked, he's killed. Yep, looks great for Leroy. Lili, I like Lili. Corsoco forward 3-4 is a tailspin now. Okay. Doesn't seem like the best move to have as tailspin considering 2 hits. But that's like Kazuya's sidestep back for 1, the new move. Down for 3. That's a big nerf. Mid counter hit launcher plus on block, less damage. Back 1 is nerfed as well. -8 on block. I mean, I don't know about the new moves, but some buffs, some nerfs. Nina, probably a lot of nerfus. Forward 1 + 2, tracking, right, no longer a power crush. No, it's a power crush, but not a heat engager. Big nerf. While running free, deals chip, okay, great. Well, I hope misplaced stuff is happy. But I mean, is it only me, or they didn't nerf anything except for the power crush? While rising 4 was nerfed. Well, that's a nerf to down for the 1-2 while standing 4. Oh, wait, down for the 1-2. Here we go. Enhance the tracking of a second hit, but only when the first hit connects or is blocked. The forward movement of a second has been increased. Increase the opponent's recovery time on hit and counter hit by 2 frames. The damage for the first hit has been decreased from 13 to 10. Okay. Increased recovery time by 2 frames, adjusting the frame advantage on block. Does it still jail? It jails. Okay, so it's still cancer. So damage reduction, but bigger frames on hit and counter hit. So, I mean, so Nina is still a monster. Down for the 1-2 seems largely unchanged. And back 2-2, I can see no changes. That's funny, they typically nerf the shit out of Arslan's characters. But not now. Paul, we know he gets a tailspin. Phoenix Demolisher, forward for 2, 1 + 2. Oh, ton of new deep dive transitions. Oh my god, up back 2 gets a charge. They needed to give that move utility. Can't wait to see what Paul's combo damage looks like now. Added a new move. Good night. This better be good. He's game breaking at the moment. His normal forward 1+2 on block guarantees a while standing free 2. Hammer of the Gods, the normal one on block, gives a guaranteed while standing free 2. Okay, so he's broken. He's legit completely broken right now. Okay, we need to patch him. Raven, goodbye. Reina. So down to 1+2 is the new heat. Kablam for 50 damage mid-wall splat, I assume. We have low heat smash in heat is now from fucking +2 on hit now. Raiden. Does this change the jab counterplay? I assume it does. Wait, if she does forward 4-2 Sentai free now, your jab won't come out in time, right? You get bagooshed. That's a huge buff. There's a lot of nerfs here, though. They nerfed her 12 frame, damage-wise. Not that much. And we know she's got some cool new combos. So in general, I just assume Reina's been buffed. And that heat 50-50 is disgusting. Shaheen, we're gonna say pass. Although it could be interesting to see how many arrows he has. Buffs on back 2. Buffs to stealth 4. Upward 1 is buffed. More chip damage. Okay, did he need that? Nerves. 2 free has been nerfed. That's good. 5 damage less. 4-2 free. Okay, 4-2 free was nerfed. Down 4 while running 2. Okay. Down 4, less damage. Slide, less damage, just like with Law. His heat is still going to be cancer. Oh god, it's Steve. Steve got buffed, I'm sure. New moves, okay. Command added, balance. Oh god, high or mids get reversed now. Automatically reversed when he's in Lionheart. Gigantic buff. Gigantic buff. Now possible to block when transitioning into ducking left or ducking right from an attack. Huge buff. Down for 2. Increase the opponent's recovery time on counter hit by 2 frames. Adjusted the frame advantage on counter hit from 8 to 10. This makes Wildman easier, right? Or does it give even more options now? No, my god, no, you can do down for 2 now into full crouch down for 2. S tier. So Steve is S tier now. Is it hard to do? Or is it piss easy? Oh, it's just frame. Okay, it's just frame. But okay, but then I'm not mad. It rewards skilled players. Skilled Steve players. Xiaoyu, what happened to her heat? Okay, here we go. Hypnotist 2, adjusted the frame advantage on block when performing a move. Oh, it's no longer +5. It's neutral. Hypnotist 3, the sweep. Damage changed from 20 to 17, adjusted the damage when performing a move on the second step from 25 to 22. Oh, it's still fucking insane. So Hypnotist Xiaoyu is still penis cancer. Okay. Balance direction Yoshi. Oh my fucking god. These are buffs, by the way, so I'm just like, why? His jab does 2 damage less. Okay. 1-1. The opponent's behavior on hit has been altered to not induce wall stun. He can't wall splat with 1-1 anymore. Okay. Thank you. 3-1 damage changed. So that's a combo damage reduction. Sword sweep. Change the damage dealt on hit to recoverable damage. This is good. Every single point of damage you take from his unblockable sword sweep, that includes the initial hit itself, it's all recoverable damage. Thank you. Flash. Increased recovery time on block by 5 frames. Changing the frame advantage on block from 15 to -20. Increased recovery time on whiff by 5 frames. Added visual effect. 5 frames slower recovery. Okay, easier to whiff punish. Oh, okay. No sword stance is Muto no Kiwami and heat, right? So all of these attacks that would give him health back, you know, his health recovery was the best in the game, they now give him 1 health back instead of 4. Health recovery for recoverable health on hit change from 10 to 5. Okay, so they've nerfed his combo damage, and they've nerfed the health recovery with 75%. Thank you. Do they mean the Kin tech trap here? The opponent's recovery time on blocking has been reduced by 3 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from plus 14 to plus 11. Okay, so he no longer gets the Kin tech trap guard break into back 2-2 heat engager or back 2-2 launch. As expected, they launched the strongest tech trap in the game. A lot of good changes on Yoshi, to be honest. A lot of good changes. I think they could have nerfed the wall combo damage a bit more. It still hits like a truck, I think. 3-2-1+2. I mean, am I stupid, or is forward 1+2 safe now? Is there a nerf to forward 1+2 that I missed? They just made it safe. The flip over Oki at the wall is different now. Is it Ducky, is it no longer a steel pedal? Okay, it's no longer a steel pedal. Okay, so that is great news. That's all I needed to hear. Okay. Okay. Zafina. Thank you. Okay, that's it. Oh god, I can barely speak anymore. God, 4 hours of just reading and reading and reading.